Alright, it is Bazzy from Reddit Heroes here, and we are in the final stretches of our second battle in the RCS Clan Tournament. We have, at the moment, 44 out of 45 stars, and our last guy, the last Zephyr, is trying to go and prep to take out their number one and get our second perfect roar in a row. So let's see whether it's happened. Everybody's wishing him luck, and we're just at the countdown until he decides to go for it. If it doesn't go quickly, I'm going to have to, edit out 5 minutes.
There we go.
Alright. So, I believe he's planning a somewhat similar strategy to what I did the very first time round. He's doing the old sort of max attack, got a big kill squad, 2 golems, going in with some hounds. Air is so OP these days, but we don't have a ton of experience. So, same beginning that I did, 2 golems down at the bottom. He's got some wizards for the funnel, and that part of it looks good. It looks like he's going to have a jump, and he's going to go in with the jump at any moment. Alright. So I like this. The wizards are doing some good job. He's got the jump. Already got the lure. Let's see if the poisons get down quickly. Okay, he's raging things up. Yep, got the poisons going to go down. I think the bowlers and the queen are going in.
King. Nope, never mind.
Yeah, no, the king's okay. He dropped the heal, so that's going through. And I think he's for sure going to go and get the second air defense, so that part of it is really good. He's got the 2 air defenses down. That's what he needed to have happen in the middle section. Everything else is basically just for fun. Alright, now come in the lava hounds. He pops his up. He hits the rage. They're going to come through, hopefully get that quickly. It is against the one sweeper, but the sweeper's pretty, horizontal, so all these top ones are going to be missing it. Oh, it might be an early freeze. I don't know, but stuff's going through real quickly. We've got one more haste. Okay, and look like that. I don't know when I saw the air defense go down, but
it was almost down. I think the bowlers
maybe the bowlers mainly got it. So just things. Okay, well I think we are looking pretty amazing here. So I'm going to officially call it. Although we do have the one wizard tower, they can wreck things pretty quickly. But there's 2 hounds, so if they pop, that's sort of okay. Okay, actually I kind of want the hounds to pop that. It's going to clean it up. Perfect. So I think we can call it. That is going to be the perfect war.
Oh, and the other one pops.
And the other one pops. Now we have a minute and a half left. Absolutely wrecked. So good job to the last Zephyr. Good job to everybody at Reddit Delta. They put up an awesome fight, but it was no match for the onslaught that is Reddit Heroes. Ouch, we managed to get our second perfect war in the RCS Clan Tournament series. We are pretty excited for round 3. Do I have to wait out this extra minute? Normally I just 4 times it at this page. What am I even supposed to do?
It's not going to be a minute.
Oh, it's not going to be a minute.
Not
Looks like Zeph gets it. Okay, let's go for the GGs. Everyone's saying happy. That is pretty awesome. And just so that everyone believes us, no one would be thinking that we're lying. There it is, 45 out of 45 stars. Alright. Now, the last Zephyr can't get all of the credit here for the perfect war, so let us see a couple of the others, and actually this one I'm really excited for. This is the first time since he has entered the clan that Boz gets featured as our second MVP here, manages to pull off an absolutely excellent air attack, and it's a bit of a doozy here because he screws it up right at the beginning and is going to miss his wall breakers. He's got the single golem down, which is okay, and there they go, and just all die to the mortar. So he's sitting here, but he's got a good funnel. The golem's still tightening in. Clears absolutely everything, so the bowlers are going to be cleaning up a bunch of stuff here. King and queen are going to come down in a minute, and it's looking pretty good. It's just he needs that king to get through the darn wall. So here's the point. It's not the best kill squad in the world, but he's going to recover it really well, and everything's going to work out just fine. So the king and the queen, they do make it in. He pops the rage. He pops the poison for the CC. He hits the ability on the king, and really at this stage, he's gotten what he needs to, which was 1 air defense, the CC, and the queen. And that was all the components that we needed, wall breakers or no wall breakers. It doesn't really matter that he's not going to get a whole bunch of other stuff. So that comes down, and now for the second portion, we're bringing in 1 hound, and we're going to basically go around hasting them at each of these. A couple Teslas get up there, so it goes always the long way around. But look at that little sweeper, pushes them right onto the hound. I always definitely like that little bit. 2 more hounds, they're going to suck up some black bombs. He's just got these hastes ringing around the base. Unfortunately for Reddit Delta, they had their X-bows on ground here, which makes it really nice for us. And there they go. We have the last of the hounds coming in. pulls it up, one more rage to go through the last Tesla farm, and honestly, at this point, it's looking pretty good. He just needs to make sure that horde of loons manages to take it out, which they easily do. And I guess there's a wizard tower left that might theoretically cause a little bit of a problem, but it doesn't really, and we've got a ton of pups, and everything works out nicely. So good job to Boz. Super happy to see him here in the MVP spot. That was an excellent contribution to the war efforts. And you know what? We needed every single attack, so we needed that 3-star, and man, did he deliver. All right, next up, I wanted to show People to Pieces. These days in the new meta, it's just... the air attacks are so powerful. My favorite attack, the Queen Walk Vaho, it is starting to go down. We're just seeing variety after variety of air attacks. People to Pieces does the old Zapquake style. He brings a couple of those loons in. They're going to get the lure, and they're going to take out a couple of these extra defenses out on the outside. That's okay. Ideally, he would have gotten all the way into the Archer Tower, but that's perfectly fine. Uses a single Archer to lure out here. Now, the heroes in this attack, when you're just doing sort of the pure Laloon with the Zapquake, the heroes are basically just there to kill the CC, and that's all that you really need them for. And actually, it's a really good thing, a style to do, particularly say if your king's down, you still want to be in war, because you don't really need that much, maybe a couple feeder things. Now for the main portion. He drops a absolute ton of loons at this point, but that's good because he's got a ton of things to get through. Everything's pointed in. He's got a good choice that the sweeper is going to be taken out, doesn't push against him. Everything's going through. Look, a Black Seeking Air Mine took out a loon, which is always really nice. Now, the interesting part with all these Laloons is always, can you get the queen? So you'll notice what's happening down here. Everything's coming towards the queen. It rages up, and it's going to be that little pup that's hitting in the rage. They're taking out the queen. That's all going to be fine. It's got a little bit of a tight moment here because we've got this central air defense, which hasn't been taken out, and it's against the sweeper for a bit there, but it doesn't matter. There's enough loons which are alive. They're going to get that, and as you can see, everything is completely done. There's no more wizard towers. We are going to be safe. So, got a little smack talk going on in the comments, but that's all right. Going to spread it around. And so People to Pieces, who's actually been one of our most reliable air attacks even before the air update, he managing to show us exactly how it's done. Now I wanted to show, I think, just one more here. Now, we're attacking not a good base here, I'm going to admit. Definitely not one of the best bases, because it has all of the air defenses, the king, the queen, the expos, everything in the center. But you know what? It's a Queen Walk Valo, and I just really, really, really like that style of attack. I don't know, you can't do it on very many bases, but when you have everything in the center, a Queen Walking Valo is a really cool style. It's kind of like the old Govalo that people used to do, but we've got a little bit of a Queen Walk style, and we get rid of the golems instead. So, get the lure. We've got the Queen Walk on the outside. Poisons are going to come down and take out the CC. They need to do just that. And not even all that hairy of a moment as long as he has to boost the ability. Okay, goal number 1, CC taking out. Goal number 2 is going to be establishing the funnel, because you need to make sure the Velks get in it. One of these ring bases, right? The risk is the Velks are going to run all the way around the outside, so you want to make sure that the Valkyries are going in. So he's doing a little bit more time, I guess, takes out one more Archer Tower and a little bit of a Skeleton's Trap down here. Now, finally, it's time to go and send everything in. I like how he does this. You see all the Valkyries on the right, so they self-funnel in. All we had was that one camp, and boom, they're all coming in. Looks like that. They're going to rage towards the queen. The hope was she would stay inside, and he would be able to break off the wall at that point. Didn't happen. So they run around a little bit longer, but that's okay. We've got some Velks around the ring, enough Velks on the inside. That's all that matters. 1 air defense, 2 air defense, 3 air defenses down. Heal up that core. You got to keep the core alive. Already the loons are coming in the backside, even though there's extra Valkyries. And can we get to the last air defense? Yes, we do. Boom. And look at all of the loons coming up the backside, clearing everything out. So I like the opportunity to have that particular style of attack. And it's actually just a good illustration of why you don't want these core bases where all of the air defenses and everything important is inside. Because if you can get the Valks in there, then you can just do whatever the heck you want around the outside edge. Alright, so I'm going to leave it there. Good job to MG, People to Pieces, Boz, and the last Zephyr, as well as everybody else at Reddit Heroes and Reddit Delta. It was fun, and I look forward to getting a third perfect war in round 3 of the RCS tournament.